Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode on my snazzy world Minecraft survival monkey business. Bonanza. I'm sticking with the Bonanza thing. I figured that was a grand time. My bad. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been doing a little bit of work off camera, just a wee bit. I wanted to showcase what we are going to be looking at as far as terrain goes. I've been working in this area. I think it just looks so magnificent. Just an alley, kind of botanical garden with some seats here. We can take a seat and stare off at the beauty of nature within itself. I think incorporating mass amounts of foliage, grass, flowers, pathways, greenery that needs to grow into grass, it just comes together so well, especially in such a tight area like the one we're seeing here. So I think that's beautiful, and I want to expand on a little bit of the terrain today. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be building a centralized fountain in this area. It's going to go right here in between all the houses. We're going to have a house, a house, a house, a house, a house, and this square is centralized is going to be a magnificent centerpiece fountain. So let's actually maybe work out where the other houses are going to go. Just maybe put some squares down so we can kind of figure it out, and we can go from there, making a beautiful fountain for our nobleman's area. Let us go. Can you see it, ladies and gentlemen? Can you look at this and envision all the rich houses of the land with this greenery around them, looking ever so beautiful? Because I can look at this and I can say all of these houses are going to look absolutely magnificent. I'm so excited. So now that we have the generalized frames of where every single nobleman's house will go in this particular town right here, we can now centralize a magnificent fountain around about here. We're right here in the middle of everything. It will be so flippin' fantastic. They have access to the mines, and also this area here I dug out because I'm gonna do a wraparound walkway around the cliff face, kind of walking through maybe a little bit of the water there to be able to get to the wizardry side. We're going to start connecting everything up via pathways. It's going to look so fantastic that it's just going to be absolutely amazing. And not to mention the fact that we're also going to do more stuff with this right here. It's just going to be so good. I have so many ideas, ladies and gentlemen. So many ideas, and I cannot believe I get to sit here and share them with you guys. That is so exciting to me. Let's get on with it. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we now have a centralized water feature. It is looking absolutely gray. Really great. And I put in whatever grass I could in this area whilst trying to terraform. We are going to do some, obviously, beautification of this area as well, but I definitely like where this is heading. I want to put in everything else before I add some more greenery to it. I want to maybe add some bushes around it and stuff like that, but I like the incorporation of lily pads to give it some color, and obviously a light at the top. Now I am curious to see if maybe I can do something about making this not as thick, but we will come to that when we get a chance to. I also am potentially thinking about using these as a trellis of sorts for leaves. I think it might be a little too much for this area, but let's get everything else in. And I'm getting a text message. Let's get everything else grass related into this area. Maybe work on some pathways, figure out where some doors are going. And then we will be able to come back to this in a second. Progress is being made. Gorgeous. And the green blob is bigger. That actually took me a lot longer than I thought it was going to. Gathering up all of the resources for it and placing down all the grass. I started using dirt in areas where I knew mycelium wouldn't grow back, but also you have to know if you're ever changing the floor of mycelium to grass and you use dirt as a filler, mycelium grows faster than grass does, so it will take over your whole area. Keep that in mind if you're ever taking on a project like this, and you won't be working backwards, because working backwards is the worst thing anyone can ever do, ever. So I did a little thing that was a little trickery. This whole area, I wanted to show this off at nighttime. I was in bed and I was like, I'll show this off at nighttime. This whole area here is actually illuminated now, and you would think it's from that one light source up there, but in reality I have a bunch of sea pickles dotted about everywhere under here, and it gives it the illusion of the water being illuminated from that one light source, because you can't see it from standing down here. And I just absolutely love that this lights up. I want this area to be a little bit more lit. I want this area to be, it doesn't matter, nighttime, daytime, what have you. I want everything around here to be kind of illuminated at night, and to have a center fountain that does that. Around this whole area here, I mean up to here even, there's like light sources peering out through here. And we'll have like a little botanical gardens thing in the middle of this as well. We will work out a pathway around to each house, so as to not necessarily have just like green blob here. I mean, obviously the whole area down here is going to be green alongside the entire island eventually. That's the hope. It will take forever, ladies and gentlemen. Forever, I tell you. But yes, so that is fun. And then also I grabbed some bamboo because I forgot that we were growing some of this stuff. And I want to just dot it about under here, honestly. I mean, like somewhere where it's not going to just take over the area, but have like bits and pieces of it dotted about to add a little bit of extra greenery in the back here. And the best part is these things are actually offset themselves, so they variegate themselves already as is. If I put that there, it'll take off, but if I put this there, I can't. Here. And it's just a little bit more jungly now. I added some sugarcane and some lilies of the Nile, or lilies of the valley, my bad. And it just looks so fantastic, and I can't wait to do this for pretty much the entirety of this area here. I want it to be a magical place to sit and be, but in order to do that, I do need to go ahead and make trellises and stuff like that. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be an absolute lot of work. But for now, I'm going to put some stuff away. I'm going to gather up a bunch of leaves, and let's make a hedge. Let's make a hedge. I think for the hedge for this area here, we can start it alongside this pathway and loop it around and have different entrance areas, points where trellises can sit to support the leaves. So maybe an entrance here, an entrance there, and then that's as far as we've gotten so far with these two houses. But once more houses get up, we'll be able to then decorate more of this area here and actually figure out where entrances are going with certain houses and everything like that. So we're making some really good progress here so far. I am loving the way this is turning out. I hope you guys are too, because this is absolutely beautiful in my eyes. Absolutely beautiful. Is there such a thing as too much foliage? I need to know. This, honestly, let me take a look at top of the mountain. It's just looking absolutely fantastic, and I'm not even close to being done with this area. I incorporated a little bit of a pathway around the fountain, making it kind of seem more set in. It just looks fantastic. And once I incorporate some sun barriers inside there. It's just going to be such a tight fit for everything, but I just absolutely adore this area within itself. Like, it is absolutely coming together exactly like I would have hoped it would, and I have zero complaints for it right now. Oh, so amazing. Just gorgeous. And slowly but surely, we are also coming along with the bridge. You can see where I had to stop because I ran out of jungle wood. And I also did this. I don't know if I showcased this yet or not. But this also is the first foundation. That's what I want to use. I want to use the word foundation. This is the first foundation of the newest house that's going to be in the nobleman's area. And as you can see, obviously a very lovely porch here. And I have no idea what I want to actually do design-wise for the house. If we're obviously going to keep up with the generalized wood and then some kind of plaster like we have for the other houses. I don't know if I want to use white plaster again or if I want to use a different color. But, yeah, this is all coming together so nicely. Snazzy is making such amazing progress. Ladies and gentlemen, I think this is probably going to be one of our most productive videos yet. I'm not even close to being done with this episode, and I still have so many more ideas, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are enjoying this. We're making so much progress on the base. It looks amazing. I think as far as the pathway goes, this is a really good stopping point for sure. I want to wrap it around. It's going to look absolutely amazing. Just incorporate it into the terrain a little bit. That just looks so fantastic. And then also, this area over here is looking mighty fine indeed. Yeah. I think I'm going to work out the rough layout for this house here, and I will get back to you guys in 1 second. So, I was just walking by here to get some resources, and obviously these guys, they're doing great. They're having a grand old time, but these guys, on the other hand, seem to have found some potatoes. Why are there so many of you guys down here? And why are you just chucking potatoes back and forth? Villagers astound me, ladies and gentlemen. Progress is slowly coming along over in this general area. I really am trying my best here with the situation I have been given, and it is not seemingly going well for me. But, alas, we are making some progress nonetheless. I think that needs to be here, actually. This is, ladies and gentlemen, this is so much fun. I'm not prepared whatsoever. Like, with the other two houses behind me, I built them in a testing world. I have no idea what this thing looks like. I haven't even jumped down to take a look at it yet. I just think in my head that it's gonna be alright. Send help, please. If I have to tear this whole thing down, I will stop playing Minecraft altogether. Hopefully it looks as good as it looks in my head. Oh, man. That would happen. Now I am forced to have to look at it. Oh, boy. You know what? It doesn't look half bad. I like this random slant here. Let's get some more blocks in and see what we can come up with here. So, some progress has been made on the house. I'm definitely keeping it. I mean, there's too much has been made on this thing to tear it all down now. But I'm going to mess around with the design a bit more, a little off camera. I need to take a break from this. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Snazzy to do some redstone. I have an idea of something I want to build, and it's going to be a fun little project. Give me 1 second. And ladies and gentlemen, if you look here, you will see something that is absolutely fantastic. I wanted to surprise you guys just a little bit so as to kind of hit you with something that I created partially based off of something I saw, and then wanted to make my own version of it. So this is what you're looking at right here. It is a disco dance floor for our parrots, 5x5 dance floor here. And if I actually stand back here in the DJ booth and we turn this in here, we can go ahead and run on the dance floor as the lights are going around, where the music is playing. And let's just take some time and appreciate this real quick. And then as soon as you take out the thing, everything shuts off just like a so. So we are going to build this in the world for our lovely dancing parrots to actually give them a fun little thing for them to do whilst I'm out building, because, you know, parrots, they can only do so much. You know, parrots get tired after a while of just sitting there on the ground. They haven't done anything fun lately, and I just wanted to do something a little nice for my parrots because we're generous people. We care very deeply for our animals and our pets, and if you don't, then you shouldn't have a pet. And that is all I have to say on the matter. So let's pop back into the world and quickly build this. It is a pretty expensive build, but fun nonetheless. Let's get going with it. In the process of gathering up all the resources to build our bird SqueakEasy, or SqueakEasy, as I'm going to call it. Snazzy's clever. I do have to go obtain some glowstone if I don't have some in the chest, which I don't. Wish me luck. In the scary, scary nether, this is terrifying, I have to obtain 25 glowstone, and I have no idea where the easiest glowstone to grab is without dying and losing everything. Give me a minute. Sitting pretty at 31 glowstone now. Snazzy is ready to finally start construction on the SqueakEasy bird puns, and I'm just so ready to get out of the nether. It's just so scary. Oh my gosh, hopefully we don't die. And with the finishing touch, beautiful. Our SqueakEasy is completed, and it's looking absolutely fantastic. I couldn't be happier. Let's put this stone there. Perfect! Everything is just looking absolutely amazing. All it's left to do now is to get the birds on the dance floor. We went with some colored glass, and I'm so glad that I did because it just looks so fantastic. And also, it also locks itself up to where no one's allowed into the SqueakEasy unless they're allowed to be. Ah, it's just amazing. We will work this out to where it's not just a lever up in the wall. But let's get the birds in here, and let's go find a music disc so our birds can start dancing. Because they live to dance. Come now, birds. Come on. We will move you to your more permanent abode. This way. This way. Haha. And there's one. There's two. Three. And there's the fourth. It's teleported somewhere. There he is. Oh my gosh. Let's push them all into the area they need to be in. You're not the DJ. I'm the DJ. You're just supposed to dance and have a good time. There you go. And it's perfect. Let's push these guys around. Get them a little bit closer to the music box here. They got poor hearing. They're old birds. They've been here for a while. So they need to be a little bit closer to the boom boxes. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's the birds in the SqueakEasy. Listen to them squawk. Squeak and squawk. Ah, It's just so perfect. I just want to die. And we can actually go ahead and replace this here as well. And that whole area is now hidden away. It is just a perfect area. I want to dance in here. I mean, I'll be honest. Who doesn't want to dance in an area with a disco dance floor like this? It's so perfect. I can't even, ladies and gentlemen. I can't even. So let's get some music in here and let's do this right. Ladies and gentlemen, I found the disc and now let's do this right. So we come in here. We see a wall, but we're authorized so we can flip the switch. And here's the birds. And are you ready, ladies and gentlemen? Dancing's for the birds. Let's go! It's still as scary, but it's just so cute watching that. They love the SqueakEasy. It's just the best. It's just the absolute best. I love this so much. It's so pointless, but it makes me smile. Grabbing 2 item frames now, I do have one idea for something to do in that area. And ladies and gentlemen, that idea is we are going to be putting turntables on our disco area. Oh, and the birds will absolutely adore this, because who doesn't love a little bit of dancing and squawking in our SqueakEasy? It is just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I want to go obtain one more music disc in this episode, and we will then dance with the birds once more to end the video. Let's go on an adventure. I cannot believe how long that took. I went and walked around the overworld, swam in oceans, went into the great depths of the beyond, and then, when not finding a single music disc except for another one of those creepy, terrifying ones, I then found this in the nether. It's called Leanne Rain Pigstep, and I'm sure I'm butchering that, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and to end this video, let us look at this thing and go. Ah, there we go. That's some rave music right there, if I've ever heard any. A lot got done. I mean, everything behind me, the foliage, the fountain, the other house that's now partially built but nowhere near completed, pathways going around the mountain or the cliffside, and our SqueakEasy, which I am so happy with. It's so funny. I absolutely love it. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and please be sure to like and subscribe and tell a friend. Gavin said it a while ago. Tell a friend. I mean, why not, right? I mean, I'm a fun guy. I think I'm a fun guy. Tell a friend. Tell your friends, tell your mates, tell your buddies. Say, hey, this boy, this man, this is someone you want to watch. He's got some interesting things to say. But, alas, I will see you guys in the next episode. A good bye.